What's the wedding ring made out of? Gold, yes, probably. But it's some carat gold. Okay, let's presume it's pure gold. Okay, is the ring the same as the gold it was made out of? Are these clay pots the same as the clay it was made out of, or is it different? Why? Why is it different?
Because the gold is a treated costs a lot.
Okay. What about the clay pot? It's been changed. Okay. All right. You're another good Ramanuja type person. Okay. Real change. All right. But some of you are saying no. It's exactly the same. All right. It's nothing other than the clay. The material out of which it's made. Sorry about the polystyrene, but you've got to use your imagination. This pot is nothing other than the clay. This ring, hold it up for me, is nothing other than the gold. We are, in an Advaitin view, nothing other than Brahman, ultimate reality. Some of his examples. Let's have the next. Is it a rope or is it a snake? Brilliant photo, isn't it? I was really pleased to find that one. Okay, of course it's really a rope. It's really a rope, but you go into a dark room, you see something curled up in the corner, and you think, oh, it's a snake. What do you do? Run. You run. You get out of the way. Shankara says, that's just like the world. The world is really Brahman, but we misunderstand it. We think it's really a world of multiplicity, a world of differentiation. There's a rope, we think it's a snake. There's Brahman, we think it's a world, and it makes us afraid. There's sorts of things in the world that make us afraid. But when we know that everything really is Brahman, then we lose our fear. When we know it's not a snake, we don't need to run away, do we? You wouldn't run away from a rope, would you? But while we think it's a snake, exactly in sorts of other ways. So, right, the clay pot comes from the Chandogya Upanishad. The rope snake's actually a Buddhist example, but Shankara takes it and uses it for his ends. Okay, let's have the next one. So he uses questioning girls, he uses examples, he uses stories. Now I've already given you a story. Do you remember what my first story was about?
Yeah.
Da, da, da. Well done, you see. Why do you think Shankara taught using stories? You can remember them, you can relate to them. Okay, here's another one. There were 10 men, and they came to a river, and they had to get to the other side. And they managed to get to the other side of the river, and they thought, we better make sure that everybody got over the river. So, okay, now then I think we're going to have all of you lot. All right, we're going to cross the river now. Okay, so this is the river. We're going to cross the river over here. Okay, come on. Right. Do you think we're supposed to get a boat? No, I think we better get a boat. Come on. I can't row. Can anybody else? All right. We're over the other side of the river. Well done. You've got them together. Come on, quick. We need to get over. Now, I think there were 10 of us to start with, so I'm going to count up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, well. We've got something happening in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We must have lost somebody. Let me count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, there really are only 9. What happened to the other person? Silly me, I forgot to count myself. That's what the 10th man said. And when he realised, the penny drops. And he went, oh, it's okay. There were 10 of us after all. Right. Sorry, I can go back to your seats now. And Shankara says, that's just like when we suddenly understand what Brahman is like. We are nothing other than Brahman. It's that lightning changes perception, and suddenly we see things in a completely different way. So old folk story, he uses it to illustrate his teaching. Now he uses what I call interiorization techniques. Now this one you have to be prepared to feel really silly. Okay, I'm prepared. Right, can we have the next thing? What's that? It's an onion. Okay, now for my English students, I call this the onion skin meditation. All right? Those of you who know the Taittiriya Upanishads will know it's in terms of the 5 kushas, or the 5 sheaths. All right, now, you're going to have to sit. Does Deepa teach you how to sit very, very nicely? All right, so you're going to have your back, yes, straight, back in, that's right, bottom in the back of your chair, if you can. I know your legs are a bit little on these chairs, aren't they? All right. Now, you're going to close your eyes, because it's much easier to do this without feeling stupid if you've got your eyes closed. And what I'm going to ask you to do, you have to do it as well, grown-ups, is to imagine that you're peeling away these layers as I mention them, okay? So I'm going to close my eyes so that you don't feel embarrassed. I'm not looking at you, okay? So first of all, the Taittiriya says, peel away the sheath of food. And by food, the Taittiriya means your body. So imagine your body has disappeared. And now the Taittiriya says, peel away the sheath of breath. Isn't that breath which is keeping you living at the moment? That goes discarded. And now the Taittiriya says, peel away the sheath of mind, manas. That helps you to perceive things, see, hear, touch, taste, smell. And now peel away the layer of vijnana, understanding, the thing that helps you think about things. And now you've got down to that 5th layer right inside, just like in the onion, the layer of bliss. And Shankara says, you've got to even peel away that layer of bliss. And that which is deep within, that is Brahman, that is yourself. Just come quietly back to the room if you've gone somewhere deep. And those techniques are part of the way it draws the people along the path. And then he does a lot of grammatical analysis, which fortunately for you, I'm going to move swiftly on from. And if you're interested in it, come and sit in my Indian philosophy course, because that gets a bit technical, especially if you're this age. But one of the key phrases that he takes for grammatical analysis is that key phrase from the Upanishads, from the Chandogya Upanishad, Tattva-masi, that you are. It's not at all obvious. Okay, right, you're the teacher. Okay, you're the teacher. Now, you're just going to ask her one simple question, okay? So, and you just have to answer them, but you have to give them a different answer each time, and you're just going to ask her in turn, right? Right, okay, so pupils go over this side. In fact, they're debaters in a public debate competition, because in India, status was often gained by winning debates, okay? So, here is, let's call her, we'll give her a male name, let's call her Yajnavalkya, who was one of the most famous sages in the Upanishads. Yajnavalkya, not quite unlike Shankara, who's shown sitting there in the forest, Yajnavalkya liked owning cows. He often got thousands of cows from it. Well, why did you like owning cows? Cash value, absolutely, wealth. All right, wealth, all right. So you're a very, very important teacher, you know, they very rarely catch you out. Okay. Now, we're not going to quite use the question they asked Yajnavalkya because this lot haven't been primed, it wouldn't be fair. Okay, so you're just going to answer the most obvious thing that you can think of, and then the next, and then the next. Okay. All right, now here are a variety of sages who come to test out Yajnavalkya and see whether he really does know his stuff. So come and ask your question.